Happy Juneteenth to my fellow brothers and sisters. We are talking about pretty privilege today, and we are talking about, are they attractive or are they just popular? Stay tuned. Welcome to another episode of Haire. Oh my God, welcome back. We are on episode, I don't know what episode this is. Episode 4. Okay, sorry, it's been a while. So we're talking about, are they popular? I'm going to show some pictures of some of the most beautiful men and women and why you guys don't agree with them. First things first, before we go into that, I would say y'all are disrespectful. Like, when y'all not attracted to somebody, y'all are some meanie heads. Because when Blake Shelton was the world's most sexiest man, and then like when I think John Legend was world's most sexiest man, like, you all did not light up. Okay, so we're gonna go into 3 parts. I have attractability, women empowerment, and then perception. So part 1 is attractability for men. So I'm gonna go based off on who is on average people are finding attractive for, you know, different age groups. But I have on here, I was like, I have on here, attractability for men to me would be based on personality, age, like money amount, I would say basically net worth, and basically like just overall appearance. So for example, so a lot of the Gen Zenians, like I have Tom Holland and I also have Damson Idris. I don't think either of them are attractive, but they are handsome. Does that make any sense? Like, they're not attractive to me because Tom Holland looks, you know, he looks very young, and then Damson Idris looks very young. Like, somebody who I would find attractive is someone who has more of a chiseled chin, full lips. I have down here Daniel Sunjata, Dwayne Johnson, Theo James, and then I also have as well like height as well. Like, to me, I feel like attractability, most people always go for 6 feet, 6 figure standards, but there's plenty of men who are shorter who are attractive. I have Michael Ealy, Omarion, and then I have Tom Cruise for some people. And I feel like what I mean by like the overall thing of attractability is really based on what do you find attractive, like what features on a man you find attractive. Some women love like a butt chin, a cleft chin. Some women love, you know, darker skin, like tall, dark, and handsome. Some people like a beach blonde shell bomb belle. But it's really based off on like what do you find attractive, because like I said, like I'm more so, do you look like you a man? Like, do you look like do you look like you, like, they're men, but like, do you look like you are very masculine? Like, do you look like you could pick me up? Okay, I'm 5'10", 150 pounds. Like, do you look like you could pick me up? Not if you can, because plenty of people, 150 is not heavy, especially since I'm stretched out like this, but like, can you pick me up? Can you do heavy lifting? Like, if something were to happen, if we're walking outside, would you be able to protect me? Or would you look like you would be able to protect me? So that's pretty much what I mean by like what you seem as attractive. Because like I said, when Damson Idris first came out, like, he's like, his skin tone is blemish free. He's very handsome, but I didn't look at him and say, oh my God, like if I was walking down the street and I saw him, I'd be like, yeah, my little brother already left. Did you need something? Like, it's like, he looks more so, and this is not to like, this is not to degrade their looks. It's just like, you guys see that of what is attractive to them. Like, for example, with Nicholas Galantine from, what was it? The Idea of You, and then like Red, White, and Blue movie. He's very attractive to me because he has potential once he gets to about my age. Well, he is my age. He just looks very young. Like, once he gets to his late 30s, late 40s, then he'll really be handsome because he has more like a boyish charm that's going with him. So I would say like, it's mostly like what this person looks like. For example, like Tyler James Williams from Everybody Hates Chris / Abbott Elementary. Like, to me, I feel like he's attractive, but he still has like, there's certain features about him that still, to me, doesn't read like what would be my type. But vice versa, there's people, and we're gonna go into what people deem as attractive for women, that people will look at me and be like, oh well, she doesn't have as womanly body, she has small boobs, you know, small boobs, her arms are too long, big feet or whatever, big nose, you know. So it's mostly like, what do you deem as attractive? Like, some people want like more of someone who has like a boyish look to him, or some people like someone who has like a more advanced look to them. So we're gonna talk about what is attractive with women. So I have on here I have on here Ashley Graham versus Taylor Swift. And then I have Ashley Graham versus Taylor Swift. And then I have the list of people who are on Maxim. I have Tiana Taylor versus Lori Harvey. And then I have that based on light skin tone and athletic petite body. So what I mean by that, so basically what would they seem as attractive would be that, what would they consider as attractive is what you see. Okay, so you have Taylor Swift and you have Ashley Graham, and they're both tall. They're both 5'10". They're actually, crazy enough, they're both the same height, but typically people tend to lean towards slimmer women as more attractive than curvier women. I'm just saying overall, because like I said, in the South they don't play that. In the South they always tell me I'm skinny. Okay, I'm skinny, but like I'm just saying, like overall, if they're like overall view, like that's why models are skinny. Like they're giving the people, weird men, what they want, you know. But it's basically where it's just like there's two, you know, like there's two types. Like there's a big curvy, there's tall and skinny. Like they're gonna lean towards that side. Okay, they're gonna lean towards that side. I also have on here too is mature, like do you have a mature face or do you have more of a kiddier face? Like for example, like with Ariana Grande, you know, alleged surgery aside, she has more of a childlike face compared to someone who has like more of a mature face. Like I'm trying to think who is her same age, because I'm not the same age as Ariana Grande, but someone who her age who has like more of a mature look to her, I can see them being like, okay, well, I want a girl who has more like a more youthful look to her compared to someone who has like a woman. Some people like the siren. Some people like like I said, we can go to those different types as well for pretty privilege, but some people like the siren, someone who's just gonna draw you in, like Angelina Jolie. I always think of her as siren. So I have on here, since overall we're talking about the pictures from Maxim, I have Tiana Taylor versus Lori Harvey. So Tiana Taylor is more brown skin. Like I would consider myself dark skin, you know, dark skin, brown skin, whatever. She's more brown skin, caramel, but like Lori Harvey is light skin. Okay. I know people who are not part of the demographic are like, what are you talking about? Y'all all black. I was like, I'm telling you, that's what I'm trying to say. But I'm just saying like what overall has shown to sell. Okay. So I feel like on this one, like Ashley Gray, on Tiana Taylor, like her body is more athletic. Like I feel like Lori Harvey, you know, she has a Pilates, so she's a little bit more curvier, but I do feel like there was a sense of, I wouldn't say side eye, but when they had Tiana Taylor as on Maxim, I do feel a little bit like when they had her on Maxim, I do feel a little bit like people were, I wouldn't say mad, but I would say that people were kind of confused on why Tiana Taylor, because Tiana Taylor has more of a smaller petite body compared to Lori Harvey, because a lot of people wanted Lori Harvey. Like I said, I don't like it when two black women are pitted against each other, but they wanted Lori Harvey to be on it because, like I said, she has all these people behind her. She has millions of followers. She has a big pull. And on top of that, she doesn't have as many Afrocentric features as Tiana Taylor. So I would say I see in that aspect where people would try to side eye, which, like I said, all of these women are beautiful. Okay, so I was like, all these women are beautiful. So that's the end of the sentence. But it's just, I really felt like there was a lot of pushback saying, oh, her? Why do we choose Tiana Taylor? Why do we choose that person? So I do feel like there's a lot of pushback there, but I can say that like just going forward, like I really hope that this trend of just having people who are not your typical attractive, but who's still attractive. Like we went through the different tiers last 2 episodes ago, but I do wish that just going forward that like there's a difference between expressing your opinion and being rude. Like I said, like I've been called everything but a name of God, but a child of God about my looks. You guys seen it in my previous videos about people saying I'm not attractive. Sorry, it's just funny. It's funny because it's funny when little circles argue with you on the internet. It's funny. Anyways, but like with people calling me not attractive, it's because in their mindset they have a list of features. They have a list of features. They have a skin tone they prefer. They have a height they prefer. They have a build they prefer. You know, so someone who like Tiana Taylor, like she's tiny, she's petite, she's not what you particularly, you know, voting for Maxim. So final point I have on here is perception. So the main thing is that what is popular. Like, remember, take you back a time. The time is 2009 and we're playing Jerk by New Boys. Okay. Like, back in the day, like, being thick was special. Being thick, having a BBL was special. Being thick, having BBL, having like bigger curves was special. So now all of a sudden slim thick is back, and I feel like beauty standards for women, like size wise, I would say it goes through stages. So I feel like the 90s, early 2000s were like slim, like skinny, not even slim, skinny. I feel like thick, curvy came around 2000s, and like the BBL era already ended because of the maintenance. But it's just the fact that now that slim thick is in season, like, you gotta understand from my perspective, and y'all can talk trash about me all you want, but you gotta understand from my perspective, for people caught during the BBL era, us skinny women were tortured. Like, of course, being thin will always be in. That's regardless. People always think if you're skinny, you're healthy, which is not true, because I was more unhealthy at 125 than I am at 150. 150, I'm very healthy. So, like I was saying, but we were tortured during the BBL era. I was called a little boy. I was called a man. People thought that I had surgery done. Just a lot of stuff done, because like they were like, why are you so tall and skinny, not knowing that all models look like this. But it was just the BBL era. Everybody was just so happy to have curves back there. Now all of a sudden BBL era is over, and so now all the thick slimmies, now everybody's after us again, and we're like either way, like, being a woman is hard, but like literally the fact that our bodies are a trend is crazy. Like, this body is not, like, our body should not be included with, okay, the color of the season is emerald green. Like, it shouldn't be, okay, the body of the season is slim thick. Like, the fact that slim thick is back is just irritating to me. I have on here, what is ethnically praised? So basically perception of like, what is ethnically praised in your life? For example, in Haitian culture, well, Black culture overall, like, having curves is praised. So growing up being this skinny, like I said, I've been 5'10" since 9th grade. So I've been 5'10" for at least almost 20 years. Ooh, I'm old. Okay. I've been 5'10" for 2 decades now. So I'm used to the name calling. I'm used to the projection. I'm used to the jealousy. I'm used to the people who don't want to admit it's just jealousy. Like, I'm used to all of that. I'm also used to people saying I need to eat, I need to do this, and I need that. If you ever met me or hung out with me in real life, I eat 6 times a day. So it's just one of those things where you're used to it because I'm ethnically there. But like, then in other cultures, like in European cultures, like, being skinny, the skinnier the better, the thinner the better, so it's basically based off on like what ethnically, like, what do they see is important. And then I have my here, final point is, you got to go based off on what do your peers deem as attractive. Because I remember I put I don't know if you remember him, Murphy from the 100. I think he's very handsome. And then what is it, Giancarlo, get me right, Giancarlo Esposito, like, I put that he was attractive basically because every character that they've ever played ever. I think he's very handsome too, and people are just like, how could you find that? But then again, like I said, it goes back to perception, because I don't think Damson Idris is attractive. I'm sorry. I don't think Idris Elba is attractive. Ooh, I'm really sorry. Even when he was younger, so it has nothing to do with age. Even when Idris Elba was younger, I've never just found him attractive. They're like, oh, his British accent. I was like, you haven't heard a British accent. Like Theo James, you're full. Okay, trust me, you'll come back. But yeah, I overall, like, I really feel like you guys need to understand that just because this person is on a magazine, just because they're popular, does not mean they're attractive. It's just that everybody has voted on that. And then that's another thing too, that I feel like a lot of artists as well have been able to, excel so far, because if you get a group of people to think that you're attractive, and then all those people tell other people, if you get a group of people to think you're attractive and you tell all those people, they're going to convince other people to do it, and they're going to convince it. Like, you ever see like a new artist, I'm not going to say a particular name, but there's a particular redhead artist, and people are just like, oh my God, this person's so fine, this person's so fine. You're just like, oh, well, this person's cute, but I want to say they're fine. But the whole collective is. So you are basically what people think you are. That's why I said the first level of confidence is delusion. You need to walk around like you're that person. So don't forget to subscribe, share, It's Claire Haire. Happy Juneteenth. Welcome to another episode of Claire Haire. Stay tuned for our pretty privilege shit.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.